Hey, what's going on, guys? It's BSOD, and today we have a little bit of Halo 4 gameplay. We're playing a little bit of SWAT on a map that I'm not sure of the name of because this is the first time I've played this map, and is the first time I played SWAT in Halo 4 because my brother just recently on June 30th, it was his birthday, and so for his birthday he decided to get Halo 4, which was rather cheap. He paid $20 for it, which I think is a bargain if you ask me, considering the game's been out for a little bit, but I would say that it's still probably a pretty popular game. And so to pay $20 for a not relatively new, obviously it's about 6 or 8 months old, which is a little bit of time. But I think it's Halo 4 and it's the most recent one, and so for that I say it's a pretty decent deal to pay $20 for it. But anyways, let's get on with a little bit of a different topic here. One of the topics I do want to talk about today is for the last month, actually it may be just over a month, I have been completely AWOL and didn't give any heads up for it at all, and that's because my PC was running into the biggest blue screen of death problem that I've ever seen for any of my personal computers until just recently, and I believe we have solved the problem, and it has taken us a month to do so. It was literally at the point where we would load up the computer, you know, we might get a good half an hour out of it, but then at any point in time it would just blue screen. It would oftentimes, the very first time that we would load up the computer, it would blue screen within like the first 2 minutes, and then it would randomly occur from that point on. We really weren't sure what was going on, and so I ran some memory tests. I checked out all the different RAMs, and one at a time in each of the slots, and I ran a whole bunch of diagnostics tests, and nothing could seem to be fixing the problem. I thought it was one of the RAM chips, and we've had this computer for a long enough time, I think since like 2007 or 2008. So the computer's a little outdated in terms of technology because, a year passes and technology is outdated as fast as we are progressing with technology these days. It seemed like it was a temporary fix, but it wasn't that, so I put all the RAM back in and everything like that. And I just continued to keep running tests, and it turns out that we upgraded our internet recently. Now we're getting like ridiculous speeds. I'm getting like 20 down, 20 up, which is, I'm not sure if that's actually the speed we're paying for. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what the Wi-Fi is getting, and that's what I'm getting, and I'm a floor differential from the router, and so it's a pretty strong connection. But 20 down, 20 up, I'm not complaining. I'm not sure if we get 50 down, 20 up. That seems like it would be a good ratio, because I know generally your up is not as much as your down, but I guess the location that we're at, we're getting. But either way, 20 up, 20 down, that's plenty for whatever use that I'm ever going to have, and anybody else going to have in this household. And along with that, we got a network adapter card, and we had a network card in the computer, and it's just probably about as old as the computer is, if not older. Well, the card itself is probably older, but we've had it for about as long as we've had the computer, because we accidentally, and by accidentally I mean we accidentally snapped off the built-in network thingamajig in the back, and it had antennas, and we snapped them or something like that, and it just didn't work anymore. And so we had this network card going, and we've fixed out the network card, and now this network card is getting much stronger signal, because with the older one we'd get like 5 down, this one we're getting 20 down from just the same distance apart from the router. And so this is a brand spanking new the network card, and it's picking up a bigger signal. But since we've put in the network card, we've had no blue screen problems. And so I was like, could that really be it? Could it really have been the network card that we've been using for so long be causing the blue screen of deaths that we've been occurring since, I don't know, months for now? It's been occurring for months. It wasn't as bad until recently. It just got awful. And so I'm thinking, it's a really old network card. Maybe it just ended up just crapping the bed and giving up. And so I googled it, and it turns out that other people have solved blue screen of death problems with fixing their network cards. They've taken the network card out and then ran their computer offline for a while, and it didn't blue screen of death. And so that very well could be the root of the blue screen of death, which is phenomenal if we have fixed it, because now I am able to use the computer for an extended period of time, and I'm able to record gameplay very confidently. I'm able to render videos that require, sometimes an hour of render time, and so I can do all of that without having to worry about blue screens of death, because I honestly could not get a single video out without it blue screening of death, and it was just an awful, awful experience. And this has been going on for months, but really bad recently for the last month or so, until now we are cleared out of the blue screen of death problems. It's been about 2 days since we've had a problem, and so I don't know if it's permanently gone, if that was the actual cause, but we haven't had one in that amount of time, in a few days, and so I'm thinking that might very well be it. But that's about the end of that topic. I did pretty well in the SWAT game. I had some memorable moments. I think I pulled my first I'm not even sure what the 6 kills is called, but I had 6 kills in a row. I was hungry for that 7th and 8th, but my teammates picked up the kills. You know, I had a little bit of a downside in the middle there, but it started off strong. First SWAT game. I had some other gameplays that I'm not sure I'm going to upload yet, but thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. I'm back. I'm posting gameplays. What up? Get at me, guys. Thanks for listening. See ya.